And we're back with our guest, Jacob. I guess we can start off simply with how did you come up with your channel name?
I came up with my channel name with about three of my friends, and we were all gathered around in 2011, and we were trying to make up Xbox profile names because we were all getting Xboxes that year. And so, I don't know, it just kind of came to me. I was thinking about the games I was going to get, like Call of Duty and Battlefield, and just kind of came to me.
Cool.
And what made you start originally and I guess the second time too?
I started with my first channel in 2011, and I'm not even going to talk about that one.
I have one of those as well.
And then this channel I started up in 2014 in June, I believe, to do gaming stuff, but I haven't really had much time to record with school and stuff lately. So.
And what made you start? I don't know, originally, and I guess the second time too.
Originally to start, I just had some ideas that I didn't know how to express them any other way than to record them and put them out on the internet because I felt like it. But this time I really have sort of a passion for video games, and whether that leads me to go into game design or become a full-fledged YouTuber if I can build up enough of an audience is kind of where I'm heading with this.
Does your family know, or what do they think if they do?
Oh, they plenty know. But my house is not soundproof, and so they plenty hear me, and they don't really get it, but they understand that it's what I like doing, and they will support me no matter what I do. So,
so what games are like must plays for you at this moment?
Must plays is the only game right now that's must play is Counter-Strike Global Offensive, and then I'll throw in some Minecrafts. Maybe after I get a capture card, some Call of Duty, World at War Zombies, and some Insurgency, and some Gary's Mod.
Now with CS:GO, are you one of the people that like spends a ton of money on crates or no?
No. I don't. I've spent $5, and that was to get keys.
Okay.
That was it.
Because there's so many people. I'm just like hundreds and hundreds of dollars. I'm like, wow.
Are you kidding me? There are people who do crate openings for a living. So.
So a lot of I don't know what systems do you have?
I have a PlayStation 2, which has taken a back seat lately, but I want to start playing that again. And I have an Xbox and then PC.
Any recent games besides CS:GO that you kind of felt didn't live up to their potential?
Destiny.
Mm-hmm.
And Destiny and Watch Dogs are two of the most overhyped games ever. Absolute most overhyped games ever. And I've played the Master Chief Collection, and with my friend who has an Xbox One, we tried to get into an online game, and it took us 2 hours to get into an online game, and then it was a 5v3. So it was Master Chief Collection up there with them.
Oh wow! Yeah, there were so many games that were just, especially Destiny was like, $500 million, and everyone was like, wow, it's gonna be amazing. And then it was like, this is the same thing over and over and over again.
Well, okay. I mean, just because you pour more money into something doesn't make it a good product. It's kind of like the movie Food Fight. How can you spend $60 million on it? Because you have to pay Charlie Sheen and Eva Longoria. That's about it.
So, I mean, some people may agree with this, some may not, but it seems that YouTube is sort of taking a different direction. They've been more focused on satisfying corporations more than smaller YouTubers. I mean, there was the whole Google acquisition that got a lot of attention, obviously. And I guess they've been creative focused too, but do you like the changes YouTube's been doing, or do you think they need to revert back?
Well, most of their corporate changes hasn't really been affecting the gaming community as much as people would like to make you believe. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, YouTube started off as an open source where everybody could do whatever they wanted, and now it's kind of being shut off by the corporate aspect. So, do I think they should completely revert back? No. But is YouTube always going to be perfect? No. But I'd say there needs to be a mix of the corporate aspect as well as the original, what YouTube was intended to be aspect. The most corporate thing I'm worried about is Nintendo. That's why I haven't gotten a Wii U, because I don't want to record Nintendo stuff.
Yeah, what do you think of that? Like, I know Nintendo is just like going, they don't get it yet, and it's just like, it's infuriating, but what do you think of companies like Nintendo that are kind of going in on content creators?
I think that there is an aspect of me that gets it for like single player only games like Watch Dogs was, and like Destiny should have been, but like for Sony, The Order 1886, that stuff was getting taken off YouTube. And I get it for single player driven games, but for games like Mario, where, you know, it's just single player, but there's really no story to it, that, you know, there's no story to speak of other than Mario go save the princess. That can be a very useful tool for people like me who aren't very good at the platformers, but still find enjoyment out of them. Going and saying, hey, I need help on World 8, Level 3, so go search that up quick. Here's the part that I need to get through. Okay, that's useful. But if Nintendo takes stuff like that down, that really prevents people from finding all the enjoyment out of the games that they can, because they can't get past that one certain part.
Mm-hmm.
And Mario's not it's single player only, but at the same time, the depth of story is lackluster.
That was actually a really good point. A lot of people don't like even take that approach with it. They always say, you know, there's like that clash with the company, like, oh well, it's free advertising and all that. But that was a different perspective. I really like that perspective.
Mm-hmm.
So, would you ever, I don't know what your first channel was about, but would you ever start vlogging or trying other types of channels?
Vlogging is a challenge for me, because my creative interests come from video games and other people recording with me, and vlogging is it's a more personal thing with your audience. Mm-hmm. Now, that being said, I could do something like PewDiePie does with, you know, Fridays with PewDiePie, where I just answer questions after I build up enough of an audience. I could do something like that, and I would be willing to do that, but as of vlogging right now, not really a thing that I would be interested in doing at the current time.
Okay. Are there any games that you're looking for? I know nowadays it's just like, it's hard to look forward to a game, because it doesn't matter like what you see, you're never quite sure what you're gonna get. But are there any games you're looking forward to?
Destiny. Call of Duty World War II. There's not really many games I'm looking forward to right now. I'm hoping that Valve will get on their keisters and make Half-Life 3. I'd be looking forward to that.
Yeah,
but otherwise,
confirmed.
But otherwise, no real big major titles that I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to the indie market this year, though, because, you know, everybody's been hyping indie, so I'm gonna look at that and see what indie games come out this year.
Okay, and how do you feel about like console exclusive games? Because I feel sometimes like everyone can't afford to buy every system or every platform, so it's just like, how do you feel about console exclusives?
Console exclusives I get why they make them, because Microsoft is like, well, come over and we can give you Master Chief, and then Sony's come over and we can give you, what can Sony give you? They don't have a mascot. Nintendo is, come over here, we can give you Link, you know, they can give you Mario. And I get why console exclusives are out there, and I completely understand it. But at the same time, you've got to also remember that that's turning people off of your console because they can only afford to get one console every time that this console generation ends. Most people will only pick one. And so far, since it's such a third-party saturated market, people are going to go with the console that is either cheapest or has the most third-party support. So this generation has been the PS4 because third-party games look best, and no one really cares about the first-party games anymore very much. And I think personally, if first-party games and exclusives would go to, heck, even if they stayed console exclusives, but then everybody put them on PC, that would make PC gaming more prominent, and more people would get to experience Mario, Zelda, God of War, and Halo all at the same time.
All right, so you're logging into YouTube. You're not there to upload a video. Who are you going to watch?
Too many people. The person I mostly watch on like a daily basis is Review Tech USA, because I really like his point of view on things. But for most minutes watched on a channel, it's probably either Kutra,
Kutra,
Sky Does Minecraft, or Jerome ASF. One of those three.
Seamus is my most favorite gamer.
He's been on like a 1 month hiatus. He's like, I don't know where he went.
Yeah, I know he said he was just like tired of doing stuff by himself.
Yeah.
And then he wanted to start streaming, but then it's like he never started.
That fell apart. So.
And I'm like, well, how long can he doesn't he have to work? Like, how is he? I mean, I understand he's still going to get money because people still watching, but I'm like, is that many people watching that you can just take?
Well, I mean, he still gets money from the Creature Hub, so there's that.
Yeah, that too. I forget that he still does stuff on there.
And my favorite Let's Play is still his COD 4 Let's Play. So, but
I don't know if I ever seen that one. So 12,000 videos, hard to see everything.
Yeah.
Well, is Kutra your favorite creature?
Can I count old creatures?
Sure.
Yeah, Gassy Mexican.
Okay.
He was my favorite creature, and then he got kicked out of the group, and now my favorite creature is Kutra in the group right now. But
okay. Cool.
So I'm saying there are too many YouTubers to pick from.
Yeah. So as I'm a content creator, you're a content creator. YouTube is, I think, a big part of our lives. If YouTube was gone tomorrow, what would you do?
Twitch.
Okay.
Twitch. I would.
Do you do Twitch now?
I try and make some time for Twitch on, occasionally, but most of my time in my day is spent toward trying to edit videos and push out content for YouTube, which I'm going to start doing soon.
And what do you think of the inflated gaming community? Do you think it's just too big, or it's just what's hot now? We just got to ride it out until the bubble bursts.
The gaming community on YouTube right now, I think what some people forget to think about is that it isn't even though there are 1,000 people who just do gaming who make a lot of money on YouTube, it's not like they all do one game. They don't all do Call of Duty, and they aren't a carbon copy of each other. PewDiePie and Kucha are two very different people who have very different commentating styles, and I think the reason it's so the term people use is oversaturated is because a lot of people like a lot of different commentating styles, and there are just 7 trillion people on this earth, and I think it's about 3 trillion of them can get the internet, and each person is going to like a different style of commentating. So if I can bring a different style of commentating that a lot of people like, I can build an audience. That's kind of what the YouTube premise is.
So when you get off of YouTube, what are some things that you do? What do you do in your personal life? What are your any hobbies besides YouTube?
When I am off YouTube, if that ever happens, I'm usually either playing video games or I am playing sports. I do basketball in the winter, baseball in the summer. Dropped out of football. Didn't like football. Otherwise, I do. Otherwise, I'll be like managing my ESPN fantasy team, or I play a lot outside with my friends. We do airsoft sometimes. So airsoft and Nerf. That's what we do outside. But
One YouTuber, right? You get their login for 24 hours. You can either do something really evil to a channel you hate, or something really nice to a channel you love, or just promote your own self on the channel. Whose channel do you want?
you're making me think. Oh my gosh. I would probably take Epic Rap Battles of History, and I would make a rap battle between just probably who would I do? I was thinking Master Chief and no, I'd probably do Captain Price versus Soap, because that would be, because now that Soap's dead, he can do all the arguing he wants and he can't get shot up for it. So it's just like Soap's a ghost, just like Adolf Hitler. So
So what like other avenues of entertainment interest you, like music, movies?
I am a huge internet person, so not very big on movies. When I move out of my house, I'm probably not even going to purchase any sort of TV plan, because I'm just not a big TV watcher. I do enjoy a lot of music, and music is probably the biggest outlet for entertainment other than YouTube. And the main things that I enjoy are like 90s punk sort of songs. So Green Day is probably my favorite band right now. I enjoy Black Veil Brides, and a lot of those bands. And yeah.
Well, okay. Well, what do you think of today's music? Taylor Swift usually tops the charts. So, what do you think of?
Taylor Swift rules the world. Taylor Swift for president, whatever the next election is.
2016.
2016, yeah. No, I don't enjoy it. It's just a lot of it has to do with the type of person I am. I'm a more, when I listen to music, I'm a more melancholy person. So I don't enjoy the upbeat cheer that pop brings in every single song. In fact, that's probably what made me such a melancholy person. The fact that I used to listen to only pop music, and all I would hear was happy, happy all the time. And now I'm listening to the toned down songs. Like some of Green Day stuff is happy, some of it is just downright depressing. So it all depends on what mood I'm in. And some of pop stuff I do enjoy, like Uptown Funk by that one guy that we'll never remember, and
Bruno Mars. Mark Ranson.
No, not him. No,
Mark Ranson.
Mark Ranson. Couldn't remember his name. I remembered Bruno Mars though.
Yeah, that's it's basically his song now. So.
It's because Mark Ranson, all he did was, didn't he just write the song?
I have no idea. Probably.
I don't know what he did. Probably made the beat and wrote the song. That's about it.
So only 75%.
It's just that Bruno Mars did the important part.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, that's my take on the pop market. Don't really enjoy it as much anymore.
So, you're a gamer, so obviously you're PC, right?
Yes, PC Master Race.
So
all day, every day.
Did you know Microsoft is killing off Internet Explorer?
I did. All hail Project Spartan. No, I never used Internet Explorer. Yeah. I always used Chrome or Firefox. So
yeah, even like
mostly Chrome. So
like I started. I mean, I'm not old, but I started very young using the computer. Like I had my first email address like I was 6. I don't know why, but
I had my first email address when I was 4. I don't know why.
Okay. But I've never remembered like using Internet Explorer like the main browser. Never. Even
Yeah. When I got this computer, actually, used Internet Explorer once, and that was to download Chrome.
exactly. That's all. That's all you use Internet Explorer for, is to download the main browser.
That's about it.